Hello, welcome back to another video of MCQ question answer of Java programming. Now in this video we'll talk about how to get the output and how to apply the logic to get the output of this particular program. Okay, so first you can see that we have a string with the value India, and remember the case, that means which one is the capital, which one is the small. Remember that as well, okay, because it's required for this code. And also we have a different string s1, and in this case you can see that ia is capital over here, and there is an operation, there is a string s2, and we are assigning the value of s inside the s2. Okay, so this is our code, and now we have to tell the output of all these operations. Okay, now we'll focus one by one and I'll tell the output. Okay, in the first line you can see that we are applying s dot equals method. So in this case we are checking that the s1 is equals to s1 or not, s is equal to s1 or not. That means we are comparing the content of the string s and s1. So here the s is, you can see India, and here you can see that s1 is the INDIA. So here the difference is this one is the capital. Okay, so if there will be mismatch of the case, then equal function or equal method give you the false value. So in this case the content is not the same due to the different case, so that's why in this statement we will get false value. Okay, so it will print false. Now let's talk about the second one. What is happening in the second case? We are applying a equals ignore case. So in this case this is also equal and this is also equal, but in this case it will ignore the case. So in the same way it will compare s and the s1, it will compare the content of the s and the s1, but here it will ignore the case difference. Okay, so that's why you can see that the case is different, but that's why it will give you the output true, because the content is considered the same when the case is ignored. Okay, so that's why this particular statement will give you the true value. Okay, now in the third statement you can see that we are checking s2 equal s or not. So we already know that the value of the s2 and the value of s1 is the same because of this particular operation. Okay, so that's why this will give you the true value. Okay, so here the important thing is s2 equal s, it checks if the s2 and the s1 refer to the same memory location or not. So in that case, in our case, s2 was assigned to the value of s, so both the reference point to the same object, so that's why it will give you the true value. Okay, so remember this point. Now let's talk about this one, the fourth one. So in that case you can see that s dot to upper case and s1 dot to uppercase. Okay, so here the value of the s is this one and s1 is this one, but in this case we'll get the false value. But why? You can see that if we'll convert it to the uppercase, everything will be in uppercase format. So INDIA will be in the uppercase, as well as s1 will also be converted to the uppercase, that is INDIA in uppercase. So now we are checking the equal operator. So we already know that the equal operator check if the two resulting string are the same object in the memory location or not. So that is not the true. The content is same and the case also same, but the memory location of the s1 and the s and the s1 is different. So that's why it will give you the false value, because it's not referring the same object to the memory, so that's why it will give you the false value. Okay, now let me go to this one. So what it is happening here, s dot starts with, so s dot starts with means whatever the s is starting with, so this one we will compare in this case, and then first we have to do the operation inside this one. So what is happening, we are converting in to lowercase. So in will be converted to the lowercase, and I'll check that small case in is starting in the start position of the s string or not. So in this case you can see that in is in the small letter, right? So it's in the lowercase, and this in will be converted to the lowercase. So whatever the operation we are doing here, that will match. So that's why we'll get the true value over here. Okay, now let's talk about the last one. So here let's see first whatever the inside it will do that operation first. So IA will be converted to the uppercase. So if I'll convert it to the uppercase, that means IA will be uppercase, like in this format. Now we are checking that s1 dot ending with, so that means s1 is ending with IA or not. So that's the true, because it will be converted to the uppercase. So this one will be matching, this one will be matched with the value inside it, so it will give also true value. Okay, so I hope now it's clear. Now let me compile the code, and now we'll run the code to see the result. Okay, so as you can see that this one will give you the false value because it's not matching the case. Okay, for the second one it's true because it will ignore the case. For the third one, s1, s2 and s both are referring to the same memory location, both the objects are referring to the same memory location, so that's why it will give you true. For this one, what will happen, it will give you false value because it is not referring the same memory location, although the case is same and the content is also same. Okay, still it will give you the false value because they are not referring to the same memory location for the two different objects. If we'll go to this one, so it will match with in. Okay, because in this string s1 it will be small, so that's why it will be true. So the string in, it's in small letter or lowercase, so that's why it will match after converting to the lowercase, so that's why it will give you true. And the last one, you can see that if you convert it to the uppercase, so it will be IA, which is matching with the last two digit IA. So the s1 matching with the ending with the IA, so that's why it will give you the true value. Okay, so this is the output. So if you have any confusion, you can ask it in the comment section. We will try to solve your problem as soon as possible. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.